Hello, good afternoon. We're here still in Fitur, Meliá, live Fitur through LinkedIn, YouTube in English. Remember, you can follow all our conversations and events. We're delighted now to have our VP for Sustainability, Lourdes Ripoll. Thank you for being here, Lourdes. Thank you, Rafa. I'm delighted to share these minutes with all of you. Well, we're going to be telling you, together with Lourdes, what is it that Meliá is doing as regards sustainability. It is true that Meliá, for many, many years already, has this acknowledgement in the industry for being a company that believed in sustainability from the beginning. What's the evolution, Lourdes? Well, truth be told, we started 13 years ago, no less. It seems an eternity. And 13 years ago already, we decided to believe in sustainability. The concept, yes, has evolved in a significant manner, not only in Meliá, but all over the world, especially in the EU. And now sustainability means something else. In those initial years, it focused more on an experience that was analyzing buildings, the construction, the built environment, how the hotel, in fact, fitted with the location in which it was placed, especially for vacation hotels, and also control and efficiency as to energy and now green energy. But now the term is much more ambitious than it was. We all hear about, well, decarbonization, climate change, and so on. So, of course, this is still what we have to do, and this is essentially what we are focusing on now, and what is also a reason for concern for all of us. But for me, really, I'm happy because I know we were going along the right path, and this I saw when in 2018 we presented for the first time, although, of course, we analyzed all that in 2013. But we became part of the corporate sustainability assessment. And I mean, it's really a well-known stamp as regards sustainability, and we are proud of that. So a challenge that sometimes we thought would not be possible as to the awards. And really, we are so happy because truly, yes, it means that we had done our homework well. It means that we had done everything right, and both in 2018 when we got the second position, and in 2019 and 2020 we have been awarded the very first prize. So it makes us really happy because it means, yes, it confirms it's not only what you say, it's what you do, and someone out there acknowledges this reality. So we are solidly and consistently believers in sustainability, and this is what we do. And the ambition now is to continue to work on it in a well-integrated manner in the business, for every business unit to understand perfectly what sustainability means in each one. So the director, the manager, is an ally of sustainability. Very good. So we can say in a proud manner that we are the top hotel chain as regards sustainability in Europe. In Europe, and we shall see on February the 1st, because the results will be out, we might be as well the most important hotel chain in Europe and in the world regarding sustainability. We hope either silver or gold will be told on February the 1st, and we will be pleased to announce this. We have to wait till then because the jury is deliberating. We don't have the official results yet. Well, first of all, congratulations. Well, it'll be first or second, one of the two. Congratulations then for what you have achieved, and also for this great pride in that as a company, we are contributing so much to sustainability that is so important a part of our future, right? Yes, nowadays we know it's a factor for competitiveness, it's a differential factor, and in 30 years' time or even 20 years' time, it will be, I will say, something mandatory. Companies will not survive if they don't commit to the implementation of sustainable, responsible, efficient criteria. And Lourdes, if we take this to our customers, how do customers perceive all these initiatives and all this belief and these actions that we are implementing? How do they see this in their stay at the hotels? Well, there is a part that customers, obviously, I mean, customers are not environmental engineers or even, I mean, very often, well, not even business people. They can understand sustainability in different ways. We recently carried out a survey to the Meliá Rewards customers to ask them about the most relevant subjects that they took into account as regards sustainability. And it has to be said that depending on the stakeholder group that we were asking, the answers varied somewhat. But there is something that they all universally highlight, which is the customer experience in the business unit. And I think that this customer experience in the business unit has to be perceived as well from the standpoint of sustainability. So there is a front, right? That is visible, meaning in a holiday hotel, and as we talked about before, the Paradisus hotels are in places where biodiversity and landscape are taken care of, where sustainability is a must, where there are more efficient building materials used, where there are greater isolating materials, and even the furniture also is certified. But truly, customers don't really see that. I mean, they find it difficult to see because they have to be engineers or technicians. And then there's something else that they won't see, whether the hotel is using green energy, whether there is a water efficiency policy implemented. And so what we have to do here is, how do we make it visible for customers? How do we translate all that sustainable work, good work, how do we make it visible to the eyes of our customers? Because sustainability has to be shared. If we start thinking, when you enter a hotel, as well as the environment and the landscape and taking care of the flora and the fauna in destinations in which it is a reality, we can say that truly customers will not see plastic, or at least that's the intention. I mean, obviously, it depends, and the government has changed rather as well because of health and safety. But what we want to do is eliminate plastic fully from all the hotels. There is a gastronomic offer that's much healthier, linked to wellness, more local with local produce. There is this full experience in the destination that has to do with the heritage, cultural and art heritage, and even in some of the Meliá brands where art and culture are promoted, that is really very clear. So these are things, and those of us who work here, we conceptualize it as well in sustainability. But for customers, that might simply be a lived experience or an experience that is local and responsible. If we were to remember, I don't know whether it was 2 or 3 years ago, because COVID distorts our appreciation of time. So we took out the local amenities, things in the bathroom, and customers were not so happy. And they said, I would love to take those things home for traveling. And that was a disruptive change. But of course, it means that minimizing waste is also important in a hotel with 27 million or 28 stays, as was the case some years ago in Meliá. If you multiply this times customers and times those little jars and bottles, I mean, it's tons and tons of plastic and waste you don't want. So these are things that you have to do, maybe because you have to be responsible for the environment, but you have to know how to make the message understood by the customer. We have to convey better. So we have to work on sustainable communication so that customers commit. Yes, this might be a challenge. Oh, yes. It's a challenge, isn't it, for tourism, the tourism sector and tourism businesses? How do we get guests, customers to know and understand? But what are the challenges, Lourdes, do you think that the tourism sector is facing as regards sustainability in the coming years? Well, I think that Europe is very ambitious. It wants full decarbonization. And yesterday we launched a communique saying that we would have the very first Grand Meliá Minorca hotel fully decarbonized. It seems an easy title for the news, but the complexity involved is incredible. I think the customers expect companies to evolve along this commitment. But of course, we should get our guests, our customers to share that. They are responsible too. So, to have a 27-minute shower in places where water is scarce is rather irresponsible, yeah? So turning lights off and then the air conditioning off when you're not in the room. These are small gestures, and in a hotel, for a hotel company with 316 operational hotels, it's just huge. And the company has to make a big effort, yes, to decarbonize. And so it's important that we communicate. And the challenge is this: I would tell all our guests, suppliers, customers, providers, we should all act as allies in this joint commitment to protect the planet, not to consume more planets than we have, which is only one. And so then truly this commitment has to be made extensible to all. And Meliá will be there from the first moment, as it has been from the word go. Will be a driving engine, and we want to lead towards more sustainable tourism. We really believe in it. It's our goal to make headway towards sustainable tourism. But the present is already sustainable. Great, Lourdes. Well, I've been seeing and reading and analyzing all the lines that you work on in your department. And yes, indeed, we have summarized this in a short way. But if somebody wanted to know more about what lines and actions we are working on in every destination, every hotel, because as you said, it's not only the hotel, it's also the destination as a whole. How does Meliá contribute? Yes, as a company, we have to report. We have reporting about management that has to do with sustainability. And I'm saying this because it's the model of the sustainable management model of Meliá that becomes an annual report. You can read this in the Meliá International website. We have it there, and you see what the company is doing year in and year out about this public sustainable goal. And people will be able to see that this is not greenwashing at all. This report is audited and verified by external auditing companies. So everything people can read in the report is absolutely true, consistent, and traceable. So I truly think that with this report available on internet, people can get a good idea of what Meliá is doing, and they can see as well how they can contribute to make Meliá even more sustainable than it is. Okay, well, thank you very much indeed, Lourdes. Thank you all for being with us in these Meliá Live e-tour sessions. And thank you to those of us connecting remotely. Well, we count as well with your commitment as regards sustainability. As Lourdes said, we at Meliá are working and have been working on it actively for a long time, and we count on you to accompany us along the path of sustainability, so important to us all. So we continue Meliá Live Tour. We come back tomorrow with more connections, and in our social networks, of course, with the Meliá Live Tour hashtag, you will be able to follow all the interviews, images, moments, happenings, everything we share with you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.